Hey, welcome back to another edition of Everything Football 62. I'm your host, Jonathan Big Tex Johnson, a.k.a. Uncle Tex, a.k.a. Professor Tex. So, before we start, smash the like button, share, subscribe to the page, and we're going to get into it right now. Look here, man. 2012, Russell Wilson got drafted. Russell Wilson, let's just do this. Let me just do this, man. I wasn't going to do this at first, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Russell Wilson is a 9-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champ, winner of the Walter Payton Award. Russell Wilson's record is 106, 56, and 1, 38,313 yards passing, 296 yards, 296 touchdowns, has 90 picks or whatever. So you're looking at somebody that almost has 300 touchdowns, which end up at 300 touchdowns. He already has a Hall of Fame career. Russell Wilson could have retired in 2020 and after the 2020 season and whatnot, and he's a first ballot Hall of Fame in my book. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at someone, again, the record 106, 56, and 1. And I'm pointing this out simply because this is a quarterback that has been nothing but spectacular since he's came into the NFL. Everything you want a quarterback to be on and off the field, he has produced that. Let's rewind back to after the 2020 season, I believe. The 2020 season, right, where they went 12-4, right? Russ, 4,212 yards, 40 touchdowns, 13 picks. Russell Wilson has almost a 65% completion ratio, which is insane. Okay. After the 2020 season, he spoke up for the first time, saying, man, I think we need help. I want to be a little bit more involved in the offense. I think I deserve that, this, that, and the other. Ever since then, I didn't show him this. Ever since then, the Wolves have been out at Russell Wilson. They've been out on. They've been out on him. Period. End of story. There's no getting around that. Just check the timeline. After the 2020 season, they have been after him. Then all of a sudden, Seattle wants to get rid of him. He gets hurt in 2021. He misses 3 games. Still made the Pro Bowl, 3,113 yards, 25 touchdowns, only 6 picks. Completion ratio, 64.8. Now, last I checked, Russell Wilson don't play on defense. And technically, he doesn't really call the plays. So we can talk a lot of crap if we want to. This guy is everything. I think last year was the first year, if I'm not mistaken, that they actually missed the playoffs with Seattle. He owns every damn record, I'm sure, over in Seattle. Now, does he deserve to be criticized? Absolutely. Absolutely. I criticize. He played like garbage. Didn't play good. Missed a lot of throws. A lot of questionable throws. Okay? But 4th or 5th game. Still early in the season. I have seen teams, a Denver Broncos team actually led by Josh McDaniels, went 6-0 the first 6 weeks with a Brandon Marshall. 6-0. Went 6-0. You know what they finished? 8-8. I seen the Jets team one time start off 6-2 or something like that or whatever, 8-8. I can probably go on and on and on. So the season is far from over. It's still like 12 games left. Okay? And so the public or media lynching of Russell Wilson at this particular time is absolutely unwarranted. Yeah, he played bad. Denver Broncos team or offense is bad. He still has to get used to these guys. He just got over that. Right? I didn't hear anybody how horrible and old Matt Ryan looked in that same game. Matt Ryan has not looked the same since that Super Bowl loss. Think he was okay the year after they Super Bowl loss and whatnot. Matt Ryan has been on a downward spiral for the last 4 years. You don't hear anything talking about him. Matthew Stafford has looked like garbage this year, Mr. Super Bowl. And I'm going to tell you, they do not judge. A black quarterback is judged differently the way that a white quarterback is. I'm just going to say it. It is what it is. You can sit up there and try to say, man, you always with the racist. No. I don't make the rules. I just see what I see. I've been watching football for damn near 45 years and actually knowing something about it for a long period of time. So you're not going to tell me, no, there is a difference. Matthew Stafford has looked like garbage. You haven't heard anything. All you see is these are corny-ass piece of commercials that he has up out there, and he's played like ass these first 4 games. Ain't to me. Joe Burrow in a game, when he turned the ball over 5 times against the Steelers, but I get, well, he's gutsy. They were still in the game. And Joe Burrow hasn't done anything this man has done. Has not the record and all that. I'm like, it hasn't even come close to that. They're always in Lamar Jackson pockets of worrying about his damn contract. Dak Prescott gets booed by Dallas fans. This is a man with Dak Prescott. Let's go to Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is 53-33, 3 NFC East titles. He has to win, obviously. From 2000 and what we say here? Let's get it here. From 2019, 30 touchdowns, 9 he got hurt, he missed the whole season during the COVID thing, and then 37 franchise record, 11-5, 1. You're talking about somebody who threw for like almost 70 some odd touchdowns in a 3-year span. It probably would have been damn near 100 had he stayed healthy. But yet, he's ridiculed. Still. I don't hear that much ridicule with Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was the first one to start getting all this damn money for these quarterbacks, that free agency stuff and playing on that 1-year deal and all that stuff like that. He was supposed to be the difference maker when they went up to Minnesota. They won one playoff game since then. A mediocre quarterback gets all of that stuff. Matthew Stafford win a Super Bowl, and this talk of Matthew Stafford need to be in. Should he be in the Hall of Fame? He's playing like garbage this year. You ain't heard nothing. Kirk Cousins has been so-so. You ain't heard nothing. Tom Brady echoes something that I've been saying for a while. If you think about it, it's not been no good football played, period. Josh Allen, the only team that really like it got it together right now is Philly. No other team really, to me, really got it like that. Dallas defense is coming on. I still need to see more Dallas on offense and whatnot. But I'm like, the first 2 games of the season, they already gave the damn Super Bowl to the Bills. Josh Allen has not played good the last 2 games. They should easily be 2-2. Instead, they're 3-1. Harbaugh gave them that game. Harbaugh and Baltimore's defense gave them that game. Because if Lamar gets the ball back, they're gonna go right back down the field. They shouldn't even, to me personally. I mean, I forget what it was. They could have did better running the ball. It was a force with the ball that Lamar did. I get it. Happens. They can easily be 4-0. Josh Allen has not looked good the last 2 weeks of the season. The last 2 weeks of the season. They should actually be 2-2. Instead they're 3-1. And he has not looked good. I don't see them bringing out the damn lynch mob. Now all of a sudden they say, like they made the right change. Geno Smith. I like Geno Smith's game, like what he did. He finally looked like somebody that used to play at West Virginia. But we're going to see how long that lasts. Why the scrutiny? And if you go to the timeline, like I explained this once before, go to the timeline. From after when he said what he said in 2020 after the season was over, from that on, he was on the chopping block. It's like he can't say anything. Now, Aaron Rodgers can say whatever the fuck he wants to say, obviously. The same amount of Super Bowl wins. But nothing is said. He can talk about taking goddamn hallucinogenics or whatever like that. It's all good. Matthew Stafford with those corny-ass commercials. He's played like garbage. But nothing is said. No criticism with any of these guys. Russell Wilson gets the criticism. Kyler Murray, criticism because he wants his money, he wants a long contract and whatnot. They talking shit about him. Stay out the video games. And something like he's not in the gym or like he's not going over film, doing all the stuff he's doing. What are we talking about? Dak Prescott gets booed. They're talking, man, quarterback controversy, Cooper Rush, Okay. You know, Dallas offense is not explosive. They've been steady. They're not explosive. When Dak's there, they're explosive. Just look at the touchdown ratio. Just look at it. When Dak's in there. When Dak is in, Dak a couple of times was part of the race of talk of NFL MVP. But yet, the criticism that these guys get at the quarterback position is always going to get criticized anyway. How much are we going to keep talking about this? I haven't heard anything about Jared Goff. And what are them jokers? 1-3 over there in Detroit. And they're competitive at least. But still Detroit at this particular moment. The only team that I see that really got some stuff really going on is playing both sides of the ball really good. That's the Philadelphia Eagles. That's a little scary right there. I don't hear shit about Daniel Jones. What has Daniel Jones done? I never even heard of Daniel Jones, and all of a sudden, he's one of the top picks in the fucking draft and has done nothing, and nobody says shit about him. So you check the timeline after Russell Wilson said that. Then Seattle wants to trade him and is talking to his banter going back, gets hurt last year, gets traded. In the midst of that, you got Channing Crowder, whatever his name is, with over there with Brandon Marshall and do that show or whatever they do. Old Chiclet Teeth talking shit about him and his. But if on the field, Russell Wilson's like that, but off the field, he's corny. Now everybody's talking about his character like he's a poser and he's fake. Some of the same shit that they talked about with A-Rod. Now, one of the things that pisses me off about that is that, since Russell Wilson is married, kids, no tattoos, no dreads, looking like the typical Negro in sports. He's corny. He's lame. It's like a lot of these black Negro broads like to say as well. Why? I do not hear anything about some of those other white quarterbacks is not playing good football. Even they give Tom Brady old ass a fucking pass, and this old lady is putting him through shit. She's mad because this motherfucker actually got a job. But go figure. So in the midst of all of this, the media lynch mob, one of them clowns on NFL Network, because I don't watch them things. I don't watch ESPN. I only watch ESPN basically because of college football. I don't watch the shows. I don't see all that crap on that. I don't even listen to them. I stopped watching ESPN years ago. When it wasn't about Chris Berman and Tom Jackson, I don't want nothing else to do with it. But why are black quarterbacks so scrutinized way more than what white quarterbacks are scrutinized? They in Lamar Jackson's pockets. Why? They talk about Russell Wilson, $245 million, like he gonna get all that. I don't give a shit if it's $1 billion fucking dollars. It doesn't matter. This man has been the same way since he came into the league. But because he's not a thug, or considered thug, he's corny. But motherfuckers is thugs to me are corny. You follow? So this young man here, and regardless of what happens this year, I don't care. But he's coming to Denver. Denver hasn't been to the playoffs since 2016. You got rid of your all-time best defensive player in Von Miller. Von Miller leaves, goes to the Rams, gets a Super Bowl ring. Now he's on the Super Bowl team with the Bills. He comes to a team that went, 6-10 the year before? Who hasn't been in the playoffs? Who's had single-digit wins since 2017? The most games they won was 9. They haven't been in the playoffs since 2016. And he's supposed to be the savior. No. Don't play. No. We're not going to do that. No. It takes a team effort to win. It was a touchdown that was dropped that they don't talk about by one of them tight ends. But that's his fault. Did Russell Wilson play good? No. Neither did Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan hasn't played good in over 4 or 5 years. Nobody talks about that. Nobody even breathes that. The last 3 or 4 years, Matt Ryan has played like garbage. All of the stuff that happens with Ryan Tannehill over in Tennessee, that's why I say he is who he is, and they will never, he is the reason why they won't ever go anywhere, because he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. These guys are not criticized. Russell Wilson plays a bad game, he's criticized. They can easily be 4-0. They can move the ball. They don't want to run the ball because they don't trust Gordon, because he puts the ball on the damn ground. 5th game of the season. What are we talking about? Why is the criticism this bad on this man? Explain that to me. And then start talking about his fucking character. All of a sudden, from 2012 all the way to nobody said a fucking word. Now all of a sudden, he's fake. He's been the same cat since 2012 that he's always been. But the criticism is deep. Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray. Do not criticize white quarterbacks the way they criticize them. They give them guys a fucking pass. You know it and I know it. You act like it's not true, it is true. And that quarterback position is going to always be criticized a certain way. But these guys is put under a fucking goddamn microscope. And can get away with anything. Get away with bad play. You're talking about somebody that came in as a rookie, took Matt Flynn's job after he had a 340-some-odd yard and 4 touchdown performance. One of the times with Green Bay, when he was with Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers was hurt, and that got him paid. He didn't even touch the fucking field because Wilson took his fucking job. That's some legendary shit as a rookie. Nobody talks about that. But old boy sit up there, rolled off in the sunset with that goddamn money. You ever heard of Josh Rosen, UCLA quarterback? They still talk shit about Jamarcus Russell, who's a fucking bust. Josh Rosen is some fucking garbage. Where's Sam Darnold? Where are these quarterbacks that went in the first round who hasn't done shit, and there's no criticism for them guys whatsoever? I didn't even see Sam Darnold get drugged like that when he was over there in fucking New York. Garbage. This man has already proved what he could do and has done it. So what is the deal with this? And you ain't tell me ain't no type of favoritism? Fuck out of here with that shit, man. Go ahead with that, man. You're not gonna tell that shit to me. I've been on the planet too fucking long for that, and been watching the game too long for that. You see what they're doing. Gonna talk shit about, his play hasn't been good. They have moved the ball. They just have an issue with scoring when you should be able to try to run the ball, but there's no confidence in the running game. Come on, man. But now his character is being toyed with. Even Dak Prescott, who hurt himself in the line of fire, he gets booed and trashed. He's still getting trashed. This man ain't even played but a few snaps. Fuck what all he done done. Nobody cares. Tom Brady's not playing no good ball. There's no good ball really being played. Like I said, Philly's the only team, and I said, okay, yeah. But Buffalo the last couple of weeks ain't been shit. I don't see Josh Allen getting drugged through the fucking mud. I don't see Kirk Cousins getting drugged through the mud. I don't see Matthew Stafford getting drugged through the mud. He's a reigning Super Bowl champ. Don't tell me it ain't no fucking favoritism. Don't tell me it ain't some shit that going out that they judge these quarterbacks are completely, they judge black quarterbacks differently than they judge white quarterbacks. And anybody that got some shit to say about it, leave your comments below and we can talk about it. We can debate about it all day, babe. And I'll bring up fact after fact after facts. That man alone, let him play. I don't give a shit if he don't win another game. He's your first ballot Hall of Fame. Screw him. Fucking guy, man, 106 and 56 and 1. And all of a sudden he's garbage? Yeah, okay. We'll see. We're going to see. Whether we see or not, I don't really give a shit. It don't really matter to me. I'm not a Broncos fan, but I like to see Russell Wilson is one of the good guys in the fucking game. And because he doesn't look this way, that way, or this way, I don't even really want to hear that. This man's resume is impeccable. And he doesn't deserve to be treated this way. You could criticize his play. It's critical, yeah. But that's the Broncos in period. What have the Broncos done in the past 5 or 6 years? Nothing. The fuck out of here with that shit. They could have easily ran the ball. Still a coach's decision. He runs what the coach tells him to run. It is what it is. Richard Sherman can blow a gasket. I get that. All that shit goes back to Pete Carroll. I told y'all years ago after that shit happened and whatnot, I said that team ain't gonna never be the same. They're gonna either take that and run with it, or they're gonna sit up there and falter and never get back to the Super Bowl. And exactly what happened. They dismantled that fucking team and it's gone away. They'll be all lovey-dovey in the next 20 years when they do the 20th year anniversary when they won the Super Bowl and shit. But right now, let that man be. Let that man be. All right? I tell you guys all the time, there's no greatest of all time, longest time still going on. And like I say all the time, numbers don't lie and get emotional. People do. All right?